Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Love and Life Sorted. I'm Dr. Sandy Toe, and today we have a special guest on our show. First of all, our topic is about how a mom who's been working continuously for 20 years full time recently made a drastic leap into being a full time mom of three and even relocating to Australia. So she's my special guest, Kitty from Melbourne, Australia. Let's give her
Hi
a big hand.
everyone.
Okay, hi, Kitty.
Hi. So happy
Yeah.
to be on your podcast.
Thanks so much. Like, you're really, really special because you're my very, very first guest on the podcast. I'm so glad that you came back from Australia. It's your summer vacation, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And and I'm thrilled to be on your podcast. It's my very first time too. So let's see.
Yeah, so I've known Kitty for over 30 years. We were high school schoolmates. So yeah, she's one of the very first friends I made going into my high school back then. So it's like a really, really great pleasure and opportunity to catch up and also to ask Kitty about her really unique experience. So, like, as I said, her experience is both unique and universal because, well, she has been working for 20 years, right? Continuously
Yes.
in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
In the, can you tell us what sector it is?
Yeah, so I first started off external auditing, and then I moved into legal and compliance field in investment banking environment, and that went on for a nice 20 years. So yeah, it's been long.
Yeah. So Kitty started off as something like an accountant.
Yeah.
Yeah, an accountant at a big four accounting firm in Hong Kong, and then she transitioned into an investment bank to work in legal and compliance.
Yes.
So it's like all this whole entire 20 years, you were working nonstop, even during like your whole marriage and having two kids, right?
Yes. So yeah, I was when I first came out to work. Of course, I was in external audit, and then um, and then I got married, and I moved into investment banking and started to have kids, and yeah, I've had a very structured type of life because I work and I have a lot of support from home, and even after I have having kids, everything stayed the same because you can get a lot of help in Hong Kong, right? If you while you're
Yeah.
a working mom at the
So
same
so
time.
be specific. Like, what help did you get?
A lot of help from my helpers, from the grannies, and yeah, they help out with all the domestic chores and stuff, and where I can really focus and on my job, on my own career. So so I spent a lot of time on my own, just personal career during that time.
Yeah. So like Hong Kong is a really unique place where you can get domestic help. Like not at an exorbitant cost. But I want to ask, so now you've moved to Australia. Do you still have domestic help?
No, I don't have any, and it's not the norm over there. So you, everyone's used to looking after the family all by yourself, and at the same time, you need to handle a lot of like domestic stuff, domestic chores, baby chores. So it's different. It's very different. You just need to adapt.
Uh-huh. What was it because of that that made you have the decision to quit your job after so many years and just become like a full-time mom? Is because going to Australia is such a drastic change, and it's not the norm to have help. Though you have to do everything, like you have to like be in that position to be a full-time mom.
Yeah. So it was back then. It was the decision was I've always planned it with my husband. So it's because my eldest two are reaching the age of going into high school. So we wanted to bring them back to Australia to be educated there. So that was the plan we had. But for my case, it was even more challenging because I had a baby number 3.
Yeah.
So at that time, so I relocated with the family and with a baby with me. So that was even a bigger thing. So when when I quitted my job and I got to Australia, so it's like a new role that I had. So because back in the old days, I was always working, and to be honest, I didn't even know how to take care of a baby. To be honest.
Oh, yeah, because
Yeah.
you never really took care of your baby when you
Yeah,
worked, right?
Yeah, when I was working, the eldest 2 pretty much was taken care of by the helpers and grandmas, and I spent time with them, but very just quality time on the weekends. Just taking them out and going to different events. That I did, but really taking care of them, it was the helpers who was doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you didn't actually know how to cook.
Yeah, no.
And you
never a good
didn't do
cook.
any chores.
No, I didn't really. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was a big change for me, to be honest. And so
And how did you cope with it initially when you went there?
yeah, initially when I went there, I was struggling quite a bit, mentally and physically, because you always wanted to get help.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then it's all about self-motivation, and you keep telling yourself you can do it. And I just learn day by day. And with a baby with me, I just have to move forward and just forget about, the past and just focus on what I need to do for my kids.
Yeah, yeah. It must be hard. But so did your husband help out?
Yeah, he did. He was a great teammate. I would call, ourselves a team.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I first got there, I think my number 3 was only like, I think 8 months, 8 months old. And so I was like, I just gave birth not long. So my body was still recovering. So I got a lot of help from my husband and my mother-in-law. So that made the transition better. Because back then I was still recovering, and I just needed a lot of support. So family support is really important. So and never be shy to ask for help, and don't try to keep it to yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, or else you'll just be very depressed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the depression and anxiety may come out if you don't let people know you need help.
Yeah. I think it's like for you it's double because first of all you just had a baby, the hormones are
Yes.
all over the place, and it takes like a year for you to recover. And also second is you made that really big transition to go from Hong Kong to Australia and without your normal help, and then also your normal routine is changed. So it's like it's a double sort of like change for you.
Yeah, it was. And yeah, it took a while. And I think the first half a year was a bit of a struggle, but then you slowly kind of get used to the routine and try to make life more, appreciate what you have and enjoyable, especially with a baby with you. She's growing up every day and learning to walk, and you play with her. Like, you're spending a lot of time with family, and it's rewarding in a different way. And slowly you kind of adapt to the lifestyle that you're having. And Australia is a great place. It's got the best weather and food and all that. So you just slowly adapt to the lifestyle there. And I will grab a coffee whenever I can, and just try to keep myself chill. And slowly you will just get comfortable, with the routine.
Yeah. And first of all, how old are your three kids?
My oldest one is 13. The middle one is 11, and the youngest one is now 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you were talking about like appreciating what you have, and what's not to appreciate, right? So you got this really happy family, and everything's settled, and they're happy and healthy, and you got a great husband who helps a lot as well. So are you like really like happy with that now? Like would you actually ever think of going back into work? Actually,
Yeah,
do you miss those days?
I definitely miss those days. Yeah, I've always thought about it. Even now and then, that when Kathy, my youngest one, grows older, I may want to work again. So there's always this internal struggle. Like I've always missed what I had, my own career, you know, and you kind of constantly have this internal struggle at times that you feel like you can do more.
Especially given your experience, like
Yeah,
this, you got a world of experience, like in that industry, right?
yeah.
So, would it be difficult for you to actually find work afterwards?
Well, since I've been out of the industry for a few years, it is probably, then I realize it's probably not going to be as easy to get back to where I am, and also with my age. So you kind of realize it's not as easy as you think. But I've always had the idea that if I could work again, maybe I would do something different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what? Like what?
I don't know.
Setting up your. I always have said you should set up your own coffee shop because Melbourne is like the city of coffee shops.
Not really doing. Setting up a business takes up too much time, so that's probably not ideal for me. But I don't know. Maybe I want to work in a uni. Just be out there with people because I'm so used to being out there with just interacting with people.
Oh. So now you're not interacting with people.
Not as much. You're mostly in the house, so you are just in like a constantly in the same environment, in the household environment.
Okay, so it's like interacting with kids mostly.
Yes. And whereas in the past, I get to interact with a variety of people, so it's different. It's just
So you crave your adult companionship, right? Besides your husband.
yes. In a way, I mean the network I had, yeah, because I think it's more like a self-fulfillment, right? If you're out there working, you're dealing with different issues, dealing with your team, dealing with different stakeholders. You kind of get this some sort of fulfillment in that sense, right? And also you feel there's some sort of achievement. But then when you're at home, if you're a full-time mom, the achievement you get is different. So it will be more like, and if you see your kids being healthy and happy, mentally and physically healthy, that's your achievement.
Yeah. You take pride in that.
Yeah. So I'm very proud in that sense for my, and my kids are, I guess, way more bonded with me than before. And seeing them growing up is just very rewarding, and it's priceless.
Yeah, you can never get those years back. Yeah, if you've missed that bonding period when they were growing up, then it cannot be relived. Yeah, you're never gonna have that again, and they're never gonna like come to you when they want to like have an intimate chat. Like they don't have that trust with you.
Yeah, it will pass. That time will pass, and you can't get it back.
Okay, so I want to ask, like, so now you and like the baby, like Kathy, definitely the side that she sees of you is forever like the stay-at-home mom side. Like she's never experienced you as working.
Yeah.
Right. So is it really different experience with her than with the other two?
Yes.
Katrina and Conrad.
Yeah.
Because do you think you can you can catch up those years that you were actually not there because you
No,
were.
I cannot. And in a way, I feel a bit guilty about it, to be honest. Like, I didn't even know when Katrina and Conrad learned to walk. So, and when did they quit diapers? I wasn't too sure when. I didn't see the moment. I missed it. So it's always like when I get home from work and then the helper will tell me, oh, she's walking today. And I'm like, oh, good job. And then I go back to my room and undress and all that. But it's funny, I always make a joke about it. It's like I didn't even know when that moment happened. Whereas for Kathy, because I raised her pretty much by myself, I can see every single moment. And, from being a baby to a toddler, and now she's in kinder. So she's deeply bonded with me.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how it feels.
Yeah. You can sense that big difference between her and the other two. Yeah. But I'm glad that you're still close with your daughters too, right? Like
yes.
she really like you're the one she goes to when she needs like a girl chat and those things. So I guess not all is missed.
Not all is missed. Because I try to make it up all the time. When I was working, I still try to be involved in a lot of things, whether it be school performance or graduations. I try to go to everything.
Well, that's a must.
That's a must. Yes, those moments I didn't miss. But but I also spend time with her a lot, chatting with her. Like really sitting down and just asking her, oh, how was school today? And checking in with her. Did you make some new friends? Are you upset with anything? I really want to get to know how school life is with Katrina and Conrad. So they're both still very bonded with me. And I want them to express how they feel from the day-to-day, from their day-to-day life, so that I know what's happening. So we're still deeply bonded in that way.
Right.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you, so you said before you had felt guilty sometimes because you missed a lot of firsts and like because you were working. But was there ever a period that you thought, well, I guess this is my time to quit, or should I actually transition to become like more involved in family life and maybe quit my job or something? Did it ever occur to you when you were in Hong Kong that time?
No. I'm quite passionate about what I do. So it didn't really occur to me a lot because I love working. So it's, just having that, being myself, having that self-esteem, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. The sense of accomplishment.
Yes. Yeah. And I really enjoy working. So that never occurred to me.
Okay. So it actually must be so hard now that you've given that up completely because you're not even here. You're in Australia and it's a completely new environment and you're starting anew. You're learning how to cook, how to change diapers. Like that taking over, like replacing your normal work life. That's like the biggest transition that I've had with anyone I know. So yeah, it must be so hard because you liked work.
Yeah, I liked working.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. And I had great people around me, great bosses, and had a really good team. So I just feel like that I just like being out there. Yeah.
And yeah, you used to say that you like the fact that you can wake up and like get dressed up.
Yeah.
The feeling that you're not in your PJs the whole day,
Oh, yeah.
your sweats the whole day. Like you get to do your nails and dress up and go see people.
Yeah, it gives. I think I've mentioned about it before. I love doing this because getting up and getting dressed is like just give you that self-confidence and reminding myself, you can look pretty as a full-time mom. And,
Sorry, you still do that now? I mean, you still get up and get dressed.
Yeah, get.
So you're not in sweats
No, I'm not
the whole
giving
day.
that up. No way.
Okay.
I still wake up early and get dressed and put my makeup on,
Right.
So, put on the earrings, whatever. I'm not in my PJs. No way. I don't
Right,
like that
right.
feeling. It's just about, it's dressing up is about, for me, it's not for someone to see. It's the respect I have for myself,
Ah.
my own dignity.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So I think it's good if anyone's out there now being a full-time mom, don't dress in PJs. Yeah. Put on the makeup, dress up. You feel better.
Okay. Yeah, that's good advice. It's like you haven't given up on yourself,
No.
just because you're a full-time mom.
Oh yeah, because once you get used to it, over time you're just not gonna get dressed up anymore.
Yeah.
So don't give that up. So if you give that up, that means it's almost like, you're not having much, like, nothing to look forward to.
Okay, so I think your case is interesting because I had like an episode on mom guilt. It's about finding yourself. Like you becoming a mom doesn't mean that you've lost your identity. So along the way, of course, you will lose your identity because you've given it to your family. You've devoted all your time and energy to them, and you don't have your own career. So you lost that side of you, and you just feel like you've lost your identity and your self-esteem in a way. And I was talking about like me, like after my son is older now, that, I've spent like 5 years being very hands-on with him. And I quit my job in academia, and I was like busy bringing him up. And then I just felt that now I can like get back my own identity by doing like a podcast or doing my writing and everything. So I sort of feel better. It's not, it's less of a loss now, but because you had your third, right? So like now that the other two have grown, like your third is still young. So it's like you're the opposite of that because you were always living your own identity, like as a corporate, as a member of corporate life, like you had a job and everything, and it's now a bit like you're the opposite of that. You're going into the full-time mom mode, while people have older children are getting out of it. They're trying to resume their hobbies, trying to get back their identity by maybe going back into like some sort of work, maybe paid or non-paid. It can just be like a hobby. I was saying a passion project. So for you, it's a bit like you're doing the opposite of a lot of people because you had like a third child who's still young. So is there something you can like look forward to? Do you think in the future that you're waiting for her to get older so that you can resume?
Yeah. Yes, in the sense that she's still young, so I still need a few more years, I think, to be able to think about what I want to do in the future, or maybe just enjoy life more. And yeah, but it's to be honest, if I get to choose again, I probably would want to have number three, because just the joy she brings to the family is just seeing everyone so happy with her. It's just really worthwhile. So even though, a lot of my friends are getting out of that stage where they can go back to, for example, if they want to go to see a show or a concert or a musical, they can do it freely because the kids are older now and they can know how to take care of themselves. But for me, I'm still kind of stuck in that stage of, of being a carer. So, but yet I think to have Kathy with me is just really, she's like a gift, because she's so bubbly and she's so bright. So it's like a gift to the whole family. So, and seeing everyone's loving her so much, it's just rewarding for the whole family. So I'm fine with that at the moment. So.
Yeah. And, to think that you already had those 20 years, like to yourself anyway, like you're just moving at a different a different direction as other people. Like the timeline is different, but it's funny how it's just like sort of the opposite timeline of a lot of people. So, but I think that's fine too.
But to be honest, what I'm doing differently with Kathy compared to my oldest two is that with Kathy, I want to bring her with me wherever I go, and I don't mind it, and I enjoy having her with me. That I've changed, I think, because in the past with the elder two, I would probably want to leave them with my mom or the helpers. I don't want to bring them because then, it will spoil the event that I wanted to go to, etc. But with Kathy, I don't know, somehow I love bringing her with me when I travel. I quite enjoy it, to be honest, to have her with me and rather than leaving her at home. So, or with someone else to take care of her. So that I think I've changed. My mindset has changed. So a lot of the things in life is that you need to have the right mindset and attitude, and be positive about it. Then you will feel good every day.
Like be thankful for what you have, right?
Yeah.
Because it didn't come easy, right? So yeah, it doesn't come easy for a lot of us. Especially if you like had a child later in life, it's not easy to have one. And if you waited so long and you finally did, you hit the jackpot. And so it brought a lot of joy to the family. So I guess like be thankful for what you have.
Yeah, and be grateful. And nothing is easy in life, so you should treasure every moment and everything that comes across you. Probably there's a reason behind it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, what advice or what suggestions would you have for women who are making like this drastic change from like working full time for many years into full time mode?
I think for those who's going through these changes, you need to have the right mindset, and you need to have the right attitude towards your life, and be grateful and thankful of what you have. So if you have the right mindset, everything will become positive. And and be positive, and you'll become happy, and everything is right. So if if you don't have the right mindset, then everything could look really dark and negative, and which is not the right direction to head to. So yeah, so that would be my advice to those who's going through this transition.
Yeah, I think it's especially like coming from you because I think it's like it's so hard for you because you used to have so much help. And kudos to that, first of all. we were all like, wow, oh my God, how is Kitty going to cope? And she's used to having so much help and stuff, and she can't even cook, right? So okay, how are the cooking skills now?
Still bad.
But because your husband cooks.
Yeah,
right?
my husband cooks, so he's a good cook. So he does the cooking for the dinner. And yeah, and I think I can handle the breakfast and lunch. So these are easier. So, but I'm still not a good cook. So I'm still not good at it. But I guess I'm still learning, but I enjoy it more. Yeah, I spend more time in the kitchen nowadays, way more than before.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's something to keep learning.
Yeah, a challenge for you. Like, I guess this cooking skills thing, it can be your like your goal. Like, because you said you're very goal oriented. You used to have tasks, right?
Yeah.
Waiting for you, and you feel so accomplished. But so this can be your new thing.
Yeah,
you know?
it can be.
Like waiting for you to appear on MasterChef Australia. Yeah, okay, but yeah, I mean, special shout out to Tony because he's such a good team player.
Yeah.
Like so much help from him as a husband and a dad.
Yeah.
So that's very valuable as well.
Yes, definitely.
Like, I can't imagine you doing it all by yourself.
Yeah, definitely. And his husband has a very important role as well. Like he's your teammate, so you must work in a team when you're living overseas.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who's like, who's trying to handle everything themselves now, I would suggest that you seek for help if needed. Like, don't try to keep it all to yourself, because that's not healthy. Yeah, so it's always good to ask for help and work together, and don't think you need to solve everything by yourself. So that's my advice as well.
Who can help out? Besides, maybe their husbands, you mean?
Their
Or
husbands, or finding the right service providers. There are a lot of service providers out there that can help, like putting like childcare, after school care. Like, don't be shy to use them. Like, I mean, even though you have to pay, but I think the moms out there deserves some me time, and that would be something that is work better in the long run for just physically or mentally. They should seek more help.
yeah, I mean, one would go crazy if they didn't have me time.
Yeah.
It's even worse than, I don't know, being at the office the whole day, right? Being at home the whole day with no me time is even worse.
Yes, definitely. Because being in the house is like 24/7, and you're just in the same environment. You probably need some time to step away a bit, and that will be better in the long run, I think.
Well, I can't wait to come visit you again. Yeah, soon.
Yes, please. Yes. Look forward to it.
Yeah, great. So, yeah, thanks so much for sharing with us your very unique yet universal experience of transitioning from like someone who worked all their lives, suddenly thrown into a position of a full-time mom of 3, and relocating overseas as well with no help. Okay. So that's like really, really drastic change, and very valuable insights from you as well. And like many words of encouragement as well for women who are undergoing this transition. It's either undergoing this, or on the verge of this, or already in this position as a full-time mom, like how they can look positively, right, at what they have. And, adaptation, the arts of adaptation, adapting to your environment. Yeah, and to be thankful for the family that you have.
Yeah, definitely. And just stay positive, and it's a very rewarding journey.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear. And like really happy to have you here again. And thanks so much. And thank you, everyone. Looking forward to our next chat on Love and Life Sorted. All right, so have a happy holidays and see you again next time. And remember to hit subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And to join our Instagram page if you want to look at some fun stuff. All right, bye.
Bye, everyone.